Hey, what's up guys, it's Spectrum back here with a brand new video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts Captain Ginyu action figure. So let's get started. We got the packaging here. We have the camera raised up just a little bit more just to show you guys, how big the package is. On the front you got a nice product shot of Ginyu right there, looking very cool, holding the 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball right there. Right here you got the Tamashii Nation seal right there. Dragon Ball Z, Tamashii Nation's Bandai. Let's lay him down so we don't knock him over. Funimation Toy Animation and Funimation stickers right here. Ages 15 and up. On this side you just have Ginyu at the top here. You have a picture of Ginyu right there, and the tab came undone on this side. That's okay though. On the bottom you got a nice product shot of Ginyu once again right there. And then on the side you have that image just, kind of transferring over with some other product shots in the background right there. On the back you have a bunch of nice product shots right here. Somewhere in here says Spectrum Reviews is awesome. Distributed by Bluefin. And yeah, that's about it for the packaging. So let's get into Ginyu. Alrighty then, looking at this guy right off the bat, he looks really, really good, I must say. And yeah, just overall, I'm really impressed with this figure. Like, when I first saw him, I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna be completely honest here, I wasn't impressed at all. I didn't like how the Scouter was a separate piece from, the other three heads and stuff like that. I didn't like how they did his interchangeable chest plate, which we'll get into when we get into the accessories. But, the more I look at him, and like when I really looked at him in person, I was like, you know what? This figure is actually pretty impressive. And not to mention the sculpt and the detailing as well. Like, I mean, yeah, the elbows could be better, and we'll get into that when we get into articulation and stuff like that. But overall, like, this guy looks really, really good. And just looking at his head here, you can see all the sculpted veins and stuff like that popping out, looking really, really cool. And yeah, sometimes his armor will fall off a little bit, but that can easily be fixed by either, fusing it to the body with some super glue or some tightening, like some of D-Star's tightening liquid and stuff like that. But yeah, just looking at the Scouter as well, it's really nicely detailed, as you can see right there. The paint's nice and clean and all that, looking really, really nice overall. You have his clean little Captain Ginyu logo right there, looking just awesome. This figure aesthetically is really just something else. Looking at his legs and stuff like that, yeah, shiny knees and stuff, but that can easily be fixed with a matte spray, and it really doesn't bother me that much, to where I would probably do something like that. But, I guess if I have enough figures in my collection, I'll be like, hey, they need a matte spray or something, I guess. But, yeah, no, just overall, this guy's really, really good, like, aesthetically, in my opinion. Alright, so enough about that. You guys know what time it is! Size comparison times comments. Here he is next to his Lord and Emperor Frieza, and of course he towers over him just like he should. Yeah, you gotta have these two together, so I put them together. What do you want? Here he is next to Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from the Broly movie. Now, I know, Blue Vegeta absolutely never encountered Captain Ginyu, but this is the only Vegeta that I have for right now. As soon as I get a base form Vegeta, that will be compared with the Ginyu in the review that I do for that figure, so don't worry. Here he is next to Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, and this is an obvious comparison. I don't even need to explain why I put these two together. We all know, that fight was fucking epic. To remind you all how epic that fight was, here he is next to the Kaioken Goku. And yes, these two look so good together. I've posed them together a couple of times. Do you guys want me to bring back the pose galleries? Because I noticed that those get a lot of views compared to my average videos. So I might do an full-blown SH Figuarts pose gallery with all of my Dragon Ball figures, just like, going at it and stuff like that. Just for my 300 subscriber, let's see here, like, special, I guess. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in that. And last but certainly not least, here he is next to the SH Figuarts Broly movie Broly figure. Now, I know that these two have never, ever, absolutely met, ever. But seeing as this is my biggest Figuarts, I figured I would compare them to the Ginyu. So, there you go. Alrighty then, it's time to go over the accessories here, and you're wondering, what is that white thing right there? So I got these little things at Dollar Tree. They come in packs of 2, and I colored it purple for Ginyu, but I gave up. And yeah, you just put your accessories in there, and bam, they're rubberized on the bottom, so you don't even have to worry about scratching or anything like that, which I think is really, really nice. And also, there are these little, like Dragon Ball keychain figurines that you can get at the mall for like, I think it's like less than $1 a piece, and you can keep your accessories in there as well. So I think that's really handy. So if anyone needs a space for their accessories, there you go. That's what I do for mine. But anyway, let's get into it here. So obviously, this guy has a lot of accessories, which is really awesome. No, I'm not about to say anything bad about the accessories or anything like that. I'm just saying he has a lot of accessories. So, yeah, so let's just go ahead and pop these off for the remainder of this section, just because they're going to get in the way. So may as well just get them off right now. Alrighty then, so, yeah, I guess we'll just show off his heads like I usually do. Come on, Spectrum. Keep up, man. Alrighty then, here is his, screaming head. Slash, this is Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force head. You know, like his whole grand entrance thing, which I really, really like. Looking really nice there. The paint is very nice and clean as well. I like the mouth and how that looks. This figure is just very, very impressive and one of the best figure arts that I own, 100%. So yeah, so the way you do it, it's just like Jiren, if you remember. You just pop off his head, and it's a very similar peg style right there. And this is actually similar to the newer Spider-Man figures as well, if you guys collect those. So yeah, so you can just go ahead and pop off his scouter right there, and let's get a closer look at that once again. Now I actually like that they didn't paint any readings on the scouter, because I mean, one, how clean would that paint have came out on all the copies, and for two, you know, it's cheaper. And besides, I like it clear better clear anyway, just because it's like, you know, you can sort of do more with that, because it's more of an open-ended kind of thing versus having a reading on the scouter or something like that, if that makes any sense. So you just go ahead and, you know, pop it on, easy peasy, just like so. In theory, it should be easy. Oh, it's all the way on. Okay, there's just a little gap right there. That's kind of confusing. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop the scouter back on just like so. And yeah, there's how it looks with that head right there with the scouter. Alright, pop that off just like so. Pop off the scouter. I really don't want to lose this, so I'm just going to set that aside for right now. Here's his screaming head. I'm assuming this is when he fights Goku or Vegeta. When he's like, Vegeta, you don't have a chance of beating me! Ah! Like, once again, very nice head. The paint's very, you know, nice and clean and stuff like that. Very, very nice indeed. So yeah, same thing with the scouter. You know, just pop it on just like so. Take the head, pop it onto the body. Let's make sure that's aligned properly. And there you go. That's how it looks with that head right there. Looking really, really cool. Like that a lot. And he has one more head to go over. Oh, this one doesn't need the scouter. That's right. This is Goku's head. That's right. That's right. And I believe it's Raccoon who comes with the scouter head for the Saiyan Rest on Earth Goku, which is actually really, really cool. I'm definitely excited to get the rest of the Ginyu Force from the Figure Arts line. And this will lead us right into the next accessory, which is the chest plate. Now, the only qualm I have with this is that it's nothing but a flat piece. Let's get it to focus here. There we go. Now, I don't mind the way it's designed, like in terms of the aesthetics and stuff, but how I would have done it as a an action figure developer slash designer would be, you know, okay, so let's pop this off so I can properly explain what I'm talking about here. And the way you pop it off, I just like to go from either side just like so. That way I don't really risk breaking the pegs. And you can also go from top to bottom, but usually going from side to side works just fine. What I would have done is I would have given him an actual cavity in this side of his chest and made it to where both of, you know, these panels have like hollowed out, let's see here, like little bits that will fill in the chest. Well, I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to do it for this one, but, you know, for the open chest piece here, I would have made it to where this either is a hole, you know, and then underneath it's, you know, like it's showing a hole in his body, or I just would have made it to where, you know, this part would fill in that hole and make it look a little bit more realistic or anime accurate, I guess. But that's how he looks with this. We're gonna go ahead and give him his excuse me, his shoulder pads back just to get that full look going on. And yeah, there we go. That's Goku and Ginyu's body. I don't really like to display them like this just because I have so many Gokus and I don't need another one. Not another one that's not Goku anyway. Yeah. All right, now let's get into his hands. And once again, gonna go right into the hands that he has as Goku for the most part. When he's like, "Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do to your body?" So I believe it's it'll be these hands right here, and these look really, really nice as well. Definitely nicely detailed and painted and stuff. Like I said, man, like Figuarts is getting better and better, and this Ginyu is just a testament to that. I can't wait for next month to get all of the or most of the 2.0s that I'm missing in that giant care package. I'm so excited. But yeah, so you know, it's easy peasy pop out just like every other Figuarts ever. Grab the hand, pop it out just like so. Grab the hand, pop it in just like so. There you go. And his head might pop off at times because it is kind of a loose fit. It's mostly just frictioned, so be careful with that. Pop off the other hand just like so. Take the other hand right here. Pop it on just like so, and you can have Goku going, "Oh my god, this hurts so bad, Ginyu." You know, when he's like grabbing his chest and stuff. Which, I mean, look at that, man. That posability is freaking awesome. I like that a lot. All right, let's get this whole Ginyu or Goku gimmick out of here and get back to Ginyu himself. I'll be right back. All right, then we're back, and wow, we've already spent almost 6 minutes on the accessories just alone, so I'm not gonna do hand swaps anymore on camera. I mean, I just showed you guys how to do it, but these are the other hands right here. And again, every hand is really nicely sculpted and painted, just looking really, really good overall. Do like that a lot. Here is the same hand, except for his right hand, looking really, really good as well. Like that a lot for sure. You can see all the wrinkles and stuff like that in there. You have his, let's see here, pointing fingers right here, looking really cool. Got his thumbnails painted right there. And one more set of hands, I do believe. Yeah, here we go. The Hakai hands before Hakai was a thing. That's what I'll call these. Yeah, we'll get into all the poses and stuff like that in the articulation section. But last but certainly not least, the thing that makes this one of the best Figuarts out there, in my opinion, in terms of Dragon Ball is this. Oh my god, look at this. This is so beautiful. I would have loved if they put these stars on the inside of the Dragon Ball, but I can understand that that can be quite expensive and hard to pull off, so I'm okay with it being painted on there. That's fine. And yeah, so you would just, let's see here, would it be this hand that would hold it? No, it would be the other hand, where Goku is grabbing his chest after Ginyu stabs himself in the chest, and then you know what I'm talking about. But just like that, you can get him to hold it, and at the end of the review I'll have him pose with the Dragon Ball, that way you can actually see that he can hold it. But yeah, alright then. Articulation times, head to toe, here we go, from the head down. Are we ready, man? Ginyu Force pose. So I'm gonna run through the articulation and then I will show off some poses. So yeah. So he can look up that far on a double ball peg right there. Can look down that far just on the head alone. With the head and neck, he can look up very, very far. Just like that. But you get a lot of gappage right there. With the head and neck, he can look down that far. Just like so. And his scatter popped off. I'm not going to worry about it for the remainder of the review. Side to side with both joints, he can go that far. But again, you know, gappage in the neck. So without gapping in the neck, he can go about that far. And yeah, both can rotate. The head can do a full 360, but the neck can't for obvious reasons, right? And of course, the shoulder pads are articulated just like so. They can hinge and rotate. So yeah. So with these, he can go up that far, can go down that far, can do 360 if you give him clearance, or if you pop off his shoulder pad just like so. Butterfly joints as well. Upper bicep rotation. double jointed elbows which bend in that far, and as you can see the elbows are a little ugly, but they're functional, so I don't really mind it. The wrists are not on a double ball peg or a ball hinge, but a single ball peg, but it still works just fine in my opinion. Now this is where the stuff gets good. So, all right, let's take a look at Ginyu is one of my favorite figures. Look at this. This is insane. And then you can bring his legs forward to even... That is freaking insane! Look at that! They did Ginyu right, and there's hardly any gapping in the back. I know it's still a gap, but the fact that it's this minimal is very impressive. You gotta give Bandai props where props are due. This is really, really well executed, and it's not perfect. I don't think any figure in history will ever be absolutely perfect, especially in terms of the articulation and in the sculpt being broken up when you articulate and stuff like that. But this is really, really good. So you can do the splits, almost the full-on splits, which that's good enough for me. Kick forward that far, kick back not at all, upper thigh rotation, double jointed knees, feet are on double, or the ankles are on double ball pegs, and yeah, he has true articulation as well. Oh man, the diehards are gonna eat me alive for this one. Drop a like on the video, guys, especially since I'm doing this for you. I'm gonna show off a couple more, not too many more, but just to show off how crazy this Ginyu is, and I know that this isn't a 100% accurate pose, and I'm sorry, but I'm trying, and that's the important thing. Oh man, I know I said I'd do a couple more, but this is exhausting, but you get the point. He's really flexible. So yeah, there you go. Final thoughts, comments, and concerns about this figure. Final thoughts, this Ginyu is very, very impressive. Not without his issues, but he is a very impressive figure indeed. And despite all of the issues that I face with this figure, which aren't really that many, but they are prominent enough to where, you know, it's like, eh. But at the same time, this is an excellent offering for $65 retail. You know, you get the Dragon Ball, you get a load of accessories, you get incredible articulation, incredible, you know, aesthetics for the most part. The only things that I would have an issue with is the fact that sometimes it can be challenging to vanilla pose him just because of all the articulation points, but at the same time, it's like, if you have a flexible figure, you're not really gonna want to vanilla pose them, but at the same time, Ginyu is sort of that, you know, he's a presence that demands to be felt, so it's like, you gotta vanilla pose him, so it's a double-edged sword. But, you know, the shoulder pad thing, not really an issue for me. I don't really mind it that much. Although if you're not careful, you will lose them. So keep an eye on them. Let's see. I think aside from that, that's about it for my quote-unquote issues for the figure. Final verdict's going to be 8.5 out of 10. This thing is definitely really, really nice. And I noticed that you guys were, you know, saying that the music was just a little bit too loud on my reviews. Hopefully in this one it was a little bit quieter, and, you know, hopefully it wasn't too loud, because I know, you know, how annoying that can be when you're watching someone's videos. They're like, oh, the music's too loud, you know, like, I really can't hear them talking. So hopefully by me turning it down this time, it's going to be good to go from here on out. So yeah, follow me on Instagram sorry. Follow me on Instagram at spectrum.reviews. My Facebook link will be in the description below. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!